On this final lesson, we're gonna repeat the same process, but maybe this time it's going to be a little bit simpler. So the same, we have our bucket layer. We can shy everything that we don't need by clicking on that icon. And now on my bucket, open our position, go to frame 12, move the position to have this on the half of the other circle, sorry, the other hexagon. So right there, then move 8 frames to frame 20, sorry, 18. And just ease everything. And then on frame 30, oh, sorry about that, this goes back here again on the middle. So now we have our motion bucket. We can open the curves of the position of the bucket. So let's just exaggerate them a little bit. Now you can see the motion. Now to make this simpler, I haven't done any copy because I'm going to show you how adding one on this correct position is going to work. So I'm just going to make a copy of that bucket, remove the position, and make sure that I wait until the point that I needed to parent it to the bucket. So I just do that, and now I have the motion without any guides and everything working perfect. Now I want to make a copy of that bucket on the last position that I had, so just make a copy, open the position, and remove it on that point. Now go all the way to the beginning. You can see it's right there. And now parent that bucket tree, just that one, to bucket. And now if I play everything, all of them are working quite well. And you can see how simple is that as long as you understand to parent on the right position. Now I'm moving a little bit the keyframes so that the motion is different from the other ones. Select all of them, right click, precoms, and create a precom called bucket. Now I'm going to open this, and you can see how I have my set math and just place it on the bucket. So Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So we took only a few minutes and now we have the same effect. Now we can have a little preview in there to see this. And now we have the crop layer, and there are some effects that could generate a pattern right away, but they don't work for a hexagon pattern like this. So if you go and find motion tile, and let's say you apply it to the crop layer, you can see, okay, nothing is happening. And the reason why nothing is happening is because of the anchor point. The anchor point is the same as the tile center. So if I move it, say that I'm moving the tile center, you can begin to see the other row of crabs and lifesavers, but they're really not working because the distance it's not the right one. And even if I play with the tile width or the height, it's not going to work properly. So this is not an option for this. Of course, if you had any other type of pattern or you want to have any other type of tile, like for example, maybe if you go and trim the pre-comp, you can get a different result maybe. But you can see that even if you change the center or any other parameters here, this is just not working. So it's really not something that you would use for this, but definitely for other type of icons or something, motion tile is an effect that you should for sure check out. So you can see I can move all the parameters and it's really not giving that hexagon look that I want. The other effect that you could think about is one that is called CC Reptile. And if you go and apply this to the crab, for example, again, this one gives you probably what you want. But the problem again is the spacing, that you get one after another. So for this one, it may not be looking well. But again, if you had any different thing, maybe that work. And here you can find some other options, like for example the tiling can be like checker or something, and some of the results are very interesting. So maybe you can play around with those settings and see, for example, here is all crabs, but I hope you get the idea that you can get different things. Like the way why this is not working is because it's hexagons, so you have to do it like we have been doing, but you could give it a try with all those things. And again, you could pre-comb the crab comps and make another one and save a lot of layers. But the reason why this is working is that everything is based on this hex. And if we open hex, if you remember at the beginning of this course, I told you, if I change the points to say, let's 3, you can see that everything still works. Like now you have your pattern now only appearing on triangles. And if I change, for example, the points to something bigger, like 7, again, it's still working. Of course, it's not looking quite well, but you could make an animation out of it, like change the points, change the positions, change the rotation. Like for example, let's go back to 6, but now I change my position. It's not gonna work quite nice because they are not going to stop on the middle, but if this is something that you want, maybe it could work. Or change the rotation. Now you can see that how they are inside of kind of a star. Different things that you could, and parameters that you could animate and make your pattern look great into After Effects. So now all you have to do is just export it. You could use Media Encoder Q or add to Adobe Render Q here in After Effects. And just render. One that I would recommend is using QuickTime, maybe not animation because it's quite big, but or maybe a sequence. So I hope you have enjoyed this course. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.